The following program was provided by an independent producer solely responsible for its content. The opinions expressed do not necessarily represent the views of this station, its staff, board of directors, or underwriters.
Hello, I'm Carl Seidel, host of The People's View, sponsored by the Nashua City Republican Committee. And if you want, we meet at the Crown Plaza the second Thursday of every month. And if you want to find out more information, you can go to our website at nashuagop.org.
Welcome to The People's View.
Hello, and help me welcome Kimberly Brandolini, who's running for the legislature in Ward 4 in Nashua.
Yes.
Kimberly, welcome aboard.
Thank you.
And we want to find out a little bit about you so that the people here in Nashua know why they should vote for you. Can you tell us why you wanted to run for the legislature?
I'm a behavioral scientist.
Mm-hmm.
I have a master's in psych and ed. I've lived in Nashua since 1978, the same place. Probably moved here in 73. And I have not seen the changes I want to see. Oh. I'd like to see improvement, definitely. Keeping our streets safer, bettering our education, lowering our taxes, maybe bettering medical.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, there's a lot of things up there. And with your background, you might be able to help some of the other legislators, too.
It's funny because I've talked to people and I hear a lot of little things. When you cross the street, the walk sign doesn't blink for the blind. The trees on this street are growing into our homes. So just little things, but there's a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot that you can do up there. I don't know whether you've thought about what committees you're going to be on or whatever, but it's something to think about once you pass the vote here, find out if you're going to get in there, or even if you don't make it, but to work with it and maybe try again next time.
I did well. Yeah. I did well so far, and good, I'm so glad.
We're glad that you're running. That's a tough award.
This is new for me. It's my first time running.
Okay.
But I've lived in the ward, like I said, since the 70s, and it's changed. It's changed.
Well, you're thinking about things that affect your everyday life, which most people they worry about that.
Right.
You don't want to worry about terrorism. You don't want, and you want your kids educated so that they can have a fine life, go on and really make a life for themselves.
I have one child. I found out he was deaf at 10 years old.
Oh.
Scary. So school and medical, and they need a little improvement, poor kid.
Yeah.
And I was told to leave New Hampshire and go to another state to find out he was deaf, and I did. Fortunately, I had to. And when I came back, we erased all the things he was coded before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they had him with brain problems and everything else, and we're like, no, he's a good kid.
Yeah.
So now we know he's deaf. He wears a hearing aid, and unbelievable.
Really?
It was a speech pathologist in school that said, he's not ADHD. He's not conduct disorder. Take him somewhere else.
Yeah,
So things like that, I hate to see kids not get what they deserve, you know. They deserve great education. They deserve great medical. And we have room for improvement.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Especially in our special ed departments.
And you've done projects, I assume, in your business, in your professional life.
I taught for 11 years. I specialized in autism. I'm a disabled vet. 14 years I was in the military.
No kidding.
I was in the Army.
Wow.
And I was in the Army Reserves. And I tell civilians I was a priest's bodyguard because I was.
Really?
But in the military, it's called a chaplain assistant.
I see.
So it sounds, she was the priest's bodyguard. But that is exactly what I was. And I did administration records for a while as well. So I feel like Private Benjamin, but I did great in the Army.
Well,
I did.
You got a terrific background.
I got educated in Nashua.
Oh.
I went 8 years half-time to Riviere for my bachelor's in human development. And then I went to Manchester, Notre Dame College for my master's in psych and ed.
Wow. Wow.
And I worked at Easter Seals. I was a clinician up there for a while
Ah,
during my internship.
good, good. Well, you seem to
I've
have
done
a
a lot.
background. Yeah.
I've done a lot, and I really love Nashua. I do. I love New Hampshire. I think it's the best state. And I love the season changes,
Uh-huh.
the people, everything about it. And I can't picture a better state. I do love New Hampshire.
And we want to get it back to the way
I
it was.
want to make it
Yeah.
the way it was.
Yeah.
You used to run the streets all night and had no worries. And my son's 12 years old, never been allowed outside to play unsupervised. It's too scary.
Yeah, it is scary. I would wonder.
This year's the first year I let him walk to school alone.
Oh.
Because we live right down the street from
Yeah.
the school.
Yeah.
But it's still, ooh.
Yeah, I guess you would worry quite a bit
I do.
about that. I know I would.
We've had incidents.
Mm.
We have.
And it's a shame that we can't feel safe in our own city.
We
Yeah.
should be able to.
Yeah.
And we have such wonderful things to be able to walk around and see, like just up and down Main Street, window shopping, you know, and visiting the restaurants. It's just a shame people are afraid at night to go.
Yeah, it is really bad. Well, you think that if by improving the economy we sort of float everybody up a little bit? I mean, I think that's one of the things that the Republicans were standing for, is what we could do to improve the economy in New
Definitely.
Hampshire. Keep our graduates here with new businesses and
Definitely.
everything.
We hate to lose people.
Right.
And if they can open businesses here, that's great. That's what we want to work for.
And
lowering the taxes.
That's, well, making sure we get what we pay for, too. You know,
True.
I think that's one of the things that we're trying hard. The legislature can only do so much, but, you know, because the administration, so we have to get, I think we have to get the governor in there. So the governor runs the administration and the different departments that, well,
Funds
in
go.
my mind, don't always return a good on the investment in the money we give them.
I've seen downtown Nashua redesigned so many times, but they skip Kinsley Street or they skip West Hollis Street, and it's like, oh, you know, how many times are we going to change the front of City Hall?
Yeah, yeah.
We need the money elsewhere.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we hope we can get them to turn around a little bit too,
Right.
as far. And I don't know whether Broad Street Parkway will actually turn that whole area into a development area, because that's one of the things
That'd be
that
nice.
justified that whole
Right.
project.
And it's working well.
Yeah, yeah.
So it'd be great if we could build up there.
Mhm.
Make better use of Mines Falls, the
That's
mill
true.
yard.
Oh, yeah.
I remember when I was a kid, we had the Riverboat Queen in the
Really?
Mill Yard Mall.
Oh, I haven't been a resident of the town that long.
That's
but
funny.
that
Yeah, we had
sounds
the
nice.
Riverboat Queen you could ride in the Mill Yard Mall. People would shop down there.
Oh, yeah. Have you ever had a chance to go down to San Antonio and see what they did with their river?
No, I haven't.
It's beautiful what they've done, and I was there before they started. I visited there before they really started that, and it was really run down, a lot worse than what we consider, you know, in that whole river. But you use it just, it's a fun little ride there to see everything, and
Nice.
you know, you can have a lot of different restaurants and things to do when you develop something around that. It's almost
In
an
my
attraction.
ward, we need stuff like
Yeah.
that for people to do,
Yeah,
places to go.
yeah.
Youth centers would be nice. We used to have youth centers where they could just go play pool, watch TV,
Yeah.
just to get people off the street.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of people that won't walk the bike path because people are sleeping there.
Yeah, yeah, you
It's-
worry about that.
It's
yeah.
scary, it is.
It is nice. I mean, walking that otherwise, you didn't have
Right.
people that you had to worry about.
Right, it is. It's downtown's beautiful. It just needs a little work.
Okay.
Wow.
How was your campaign going so far?
I think great.
Yeah.
I do think great. I haven't needed a lot of money. I don't want to be
Uh-huh.
one of those, you know, people say, oh, the Republicans all want money.
Oh.
No, we don't. We want to help just as much as the Democrats.
That's right.
I had signs made, but I did it on my own.
Mm.
And I had a little help from Hamill Jewelers,
Mm-hmm.
downtown Nashua. And he didn't charge me barely anything.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Good.
it's been good.
Yeah. And have you had anybody helping you, either at the polls or anything like
I
that?
have a driver.
Uh-huh.
I have a driver. His name is George, and he drives me around
Good.
because I hate to drive. I
Okay.
can drive. It just, I don't know, typical.
Well, you can't really do
Everything?
everything yourself.
I can drive, just not my cup of tea.
Yeah. Well,
I'm waiting for
if
my
you have
son to
somebody
get old
drive,
enough.
yeah, that'll always help too.
It does.
But somebody to help you drive while you walk around knocking on doors or talking to people or going to meetings or whatever.
I can walk downtown a little,
Yeah.
so I do.
Uh-huh.
I do. I walk door to door.
Oh.
And I know about everybody in my neighborhood.
Oh, well, that's nice.
I went to a meeting not long ago, too, at PAL, and met a couple other landlords. I'm a landlord as well. I bought my childhood home in Nashua.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I've lived there since I was 12 years old.
Wow.
So it's funny to own it now, and people
Yeah.
are like, "Oh, you're still here?" I'll be there, I think, forever.
You like
I hope
it?
so. I
Yeah.
like it because I can walk to everything.
Yeah.
And I'm right by the bus stop, the bus station. So if worse come to worse, I have public transportation,
Okay.
which is great in Nashua.
Well, and with all the representatives we have down here in Nashua, if you get elected, you can probably hitch a ride with a couple of them.
Carpool.
Because we do that. Because
That'd
it
be
is a
great.
long ride, and you can talk about some
Things
of the
on the
stuff.
way up.
Yeah. 'Cause it's about 45-minute ride up there.
To Concord.
Yeah, yeah. But they do give you a parking space. So you don't have to
Big thing we need in the state, parking. We have buildings, it's like, well, let's get rid of this building and put a parking lot right on the corner of Elm.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, there's a big parking garage, but we do. For people who want to own homes in Nashua,
Yeah.
they need parking.
Yeah, yeah.
It's nice they just implemented this pay $10 and you can park overnight on the certain streets.
Oh, really?
$10 for the year.
Yeah.
And you can park on certain
that's
streets
nice.
overnight, so that made a big difference and
Oh.
helped.
Yeah, I guess so.
It
Guess
did.
it
All
would.
my tenants opted for it, and
Oh.
they are allowed to use the driveway, but it's hard, piggyback parking.
So with all that, you're a busy lady.
I am. I am.
What area do you think you'd like to emphasize if you do get elected?
Safety.
Safety?
Safety.
I'll tell you, the Department of Safety needs a lot of help, in
Good.
my mind.
I'm there to help them.
Okay, because they're in charge of a lot of the licensing and the safety regulations and stuff like that. And one of the things that we did in 2011 and 12 was review all the regulations and procedures that they had. And we're trying to modernize them, and it's awful hard to take some people who've done things one way
For so long.
to get them into the digital world.
It's change.
Yeah, that's it.
It's hard.
Change. Yeah.
Like the police wearing the cameras.
Yeah.
They've had a hard
Yeah,
time with that.
yeah. Well, that I hope you get on that, because that was
Oh,
one
I
of the areas.
I plan on it.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
intend to.
Okay,
I do want to help New
yeah.
Hampshire.
I'll be happy to work with you on that if I get elected too.
Thank you.
So
Great.
that's one of the areas that we do need to improve and to make more effective. Management is something that is lacking right now, and
It's too bad.
and transparency too. I mean, we have departments up there that can't tell you where they are on their budget, really, and they should be able to tell you almost instantaneously where you are.
Right.
It should be, just handy on the computer. Computer does all your work for you.
Right.
Assembling
And
everything.
money shouldn't just disappear.
Yeah. Well,
No lunch money. Bring your own lunch.
is there
It gets crazy.
Is there anything special that you'd like to tell the voters in your district?
That I'm all for them. I'm all for them. I'm there to hear, like I've repeated what a couple people have said, the trees, the walking signals. I want to help the people. I do. I don't vote just for Republican, just for Democrat. I want to help.
Okay.
I want to make life safer. That's my big thing. But I also would like to improve education and anything else.
Well, let's just touch on that in the few minutes that we have left. What do you think of Common Core? Is that something we want to keep, or is that something we want to modify or change?
I think change. My son has a hard time in school, and I don't think they're teaching like they used to. Obviously, they're not. Cursive, gone.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand shorthand disappeared years ago when
yeah.
I was a kid, but cursive, then you can't read, you know, a lot of things.
I remember seeing on the news about people who graduated from high school that couldn't read a cursive note.
My son learned, I think, by junior high to cursive write his name. We learned it in what, third grade?
Yeah, yeah.
Third grade. You
Right.
know, I'm like, this
Oh,
is crazy.
gosh.
So
Yeah.
a lot of things in education are missing right now.
Uh-huh.
Mainstreaming with special ed. I mean, you see, it's like, what's going on?
Yeah.
What happened? And I hear a lot of people complain. You know, I can make more money. So, if you're not into children, don't take a position like that. Don't
No.
be a teacher.
No.
You know, I loved children.
Yeah.
I loved them.
Most teachers are that. The good teachers.
They
like
are.
that.
They are.
I mean, it's not necessarily a job.
I've met some wonderful
Oh,
teachers
yeah.
in Nashua. But then you have, you know, there are some that are going to be like, oh, no, she's... But, you know, overall, I think we do, you know, we try.
Yeah.
Overall, we try.
Hmm.
So I think we could do better, though, definitely.
Well, I'd like to thank you. We're running out of time.
Okay.
But we'll be seeing this on TV, channel 96.
My son told all his friends.
Okay, good.
Everyone will know.
And let's hope you get elected and you can join us up there in Concord.
Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Thank
I
you.
hope so, too. Everyone's just going to vote, vote, vote.
Oh, that's it. We got to get people out. That's it. Get everybody out. And thank you for listening in. And don't forget, this is sponsored by the Nashua Republican City Committee, and we meet at the Crown Plaza every second second Thursday of every week, of every month. And we have speakers, so come join us at the Crown Plaza.
That'll be tomorrow.
That's right.
The preceding program was provided by an independent producer solely responsible for its content. The opinions expressed do not necessarily represent the views of this station, its staff, board of directors, or underwriters.